Hey guys, Dan I'm back with another investing video. Today, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and the market. The whole market is down. I guess we'll start with stocks because they're hurting pretty bad as well. We're seeing a lot of movement down here in a lot of the big stocks, right? Tesla saw a nice big 23% pullback, which was quite insane. Nvidia pulled back about 26%. We saw a nice little rally up 14% and then straight back down another 13%. So kind of trading sideways a little bit. We're trying to figure out if Nvidia is going to continue to break all-time highs or if it's going to continue. You can see this trading channel I've put in a while ago, and we were kind of outside of that, which in my mind, it was a little bit too hype for Nvidia. Let's be real. They were breaking records left and right, going up into here, and I'm thinking we're going to see a bounce here and back up. It just really depends on what happens with the war going on right now, and unemployment's going down. A lot of people are really worried about a recession, so it kind of just is really going to depend on what happens there. So if we look at my orange list over here, I have unemployment. If we go to the monthly, you can see unemployment is on a rise. I doubt we're going to see anything like this. 2020 was an insane year for unemployment spike. You can see 2008, kind of the financial crisis. A lot of people lost their jobs. We went up freaking 100%, which is really 5% because this axis is already in percentiles. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm sure the Fed might have an emergency cut before September. If not, it seems like we're going to possibly see a recession if we can't catch and lower these interest rates and get people into other assets and stuff like that. Let's look at mortgage rates. Those have been kind of just hanging out up here pretty high. A little bit of downwards since the all-time high for mortgage rates. If we look at single-family homes in America, no new data since last time I talked about it. We are still looking at oh, we don't even have July yet. Okay, so not even July yet. We're still have June data on here for some reason. I don't even know who does these, but I will say it's fairly accurate because when the year I bought my house, this was about the price I paid for my house, my average home, and then now this should be roughly what my home is worth now, which is quite nice, 127% gain. But as I've mentioned before, you don't really gain any money from owning homes. You just kind of don't lose money on rent, right? Because property taxes and all the money that going into it, you're not actually going to make money, but you do have a nice pool of equity to roll over into the future. The US dollar is kind of going down as well. If we break this, we might see some all-time lows. Who knows what's going to happen here? So we might start heading back down this way. And that, like, if we get down to this level here, we're going to be basically the worst since almost a year ago. So we'll see what happens with the US dollar and the election. We'll see what happens with war news in other countries and recessions and employment and all of that good stuff. Now, stock market, again, is just crushed. Even Coinbase falling out of this channel, and honestly, quite surprising because they had a crazy month of earnings. So that was pretty insane. What else we got going on? Disney just crashing down into nothingness. Lowest levels they've been in frickin' 10 years. Wow. We wiped 10 years of profits off Disney. Started 2021, but yeah, even since basically the beginning of 2024, I've been straight down. What else we got going on? MicroStrategies, another mini down. Now, if I remember, we had quite a big pump recently. Yeah, I guess that was a little bit ago. That was kind of more the beginning of the month. But Microsoft, some big losses as well. It just all down the board. All right, now let's get into crypto. Bitcoin down. Render down $1 trillion. I mean, my God, Render is down insane. Now, just insane. This is my biggest loss by far. My cost basis is way up here at $8, and we're now at $4. So I'm basically 50% down, which feels really bad. I did reset my cost basis. So I guess first I should say I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a CPA, and I'm not a lawyer. But in America right now, it is not illegal to do wash sales. In stocks, it is. You cannot do it. A wash sale is basically when you sell a coin and then buy right back into it, or a stock. That's called a wash sale to reset your cost basis. I have done that with a lot of my coins. If you are in America and you're in crypto, you may want to do that. But don't do it with stocks because it does not count to reset your cost basis. It does still work for crypto because technically crypto is not a security, it is a property. So that's how it works in America, at least from all the research I have done. So I did reset my cost basis on Render. I did reset it on FET because I am quite far underwater. I should probably do it with some of my other coins like DOT, but I can't with DOT because I have it staked. Same with ADA. So I would do that with these coins, but they're staked. So I'm not going to unstake them just to do that. But you may want to do that. Same with Solana. I have that staked. Ooh, Solana got hit hard again in the last couple hours. Yeah, it sure did. Okay, it was at 151 last time I looked. It is breaking bad. There's a lot of FUD on Solana right now. Something with the SEC and saying that it wasn't a security for Ethereum, but then kind of saying that Solana is not out of the water, something with the Binance lawsuit. I don't know. It's a bunch of news. I'm sure you guys have seen FUD on Solana, but okay, let's finish up with Bitcoin here. Let's talk about what's going on, what I'm expecting to happen. Now, we're kind of in this descending channel for quite some time now. We blew past the 50 and 100 EMA. So at least on the 4 hour. On the daily, we are about to test the 100 EMA. I believe this is the 100 EMA. Is that what I have this on right now? 100. Yeah, 155 is what I have this on. So we blew past the 55 EMA. We're approaching the 100 EMA. And that kind of lines up with this blue channel that I have drawn a while ago through these here. So if you kind of draw this channel up through here, it kind of hits this way. Who knows? I'm tempted to say there's a lot of resistance in these purple zones. That's why I draw these on here. So there is a lot of resistance here that's slowing it down, but I have a feeling we're still probably going to break to the bottom of this. I don't know. What is the bottom going to be? No one will know. Maybe 59,000, maybe somewhere in here, 57,000, but we could definitely hit a 55,000 or so. Now, if we do break below this, I think that is very worrisome. We have not really broken below this since basically the beginning of this year. So it's been more, it's been 7 months of us trading inside this kind of descending channel here. Now, if we zoom out, this is still about where I am for my prediction to start going bullish. So I have drawn all of this a very long time ago. I don't even remember when I went through the last video on my price prediction. It was quite a long time ago when I drew all these charts, and we've still been following them. Now, this is kind of what I estimated, is that we're going to start the bull run in mid September, but we'll see. It could be October as well. So if we look at some historic data, you'll notice that October has been extremely bullish for Bitcoin. So that is a nice little area to project to get out of this target here. Now, I got this 190-day target, or sorry, 140-day as the beginning. 190-day was another good one right here. I got this from previous cycles. So if you go back to previous cycles, you can see 140, and then we started kind of the climb out of here. So I'm kind of expecting to be roughly the same for this, and it looks like we're kind of aligning for that. Now, if we do break below this, I think my cost basis for Bitcoin is about 45K. So I don't know. We would have to break out of this with some serious power for me to be worried about trying to pull into the US dollar or other stable coins, for example. So I'm not too worried right now. I'm not doing much. All I'm doing is kind of hanging out. I do think that this might go a little bit lower, but I don't know that I'm going to do any trades on it, because you can see where we're at right here. Look at this resistance level. We have almost turned around a couple times in here. You can see we have turned around here, but this was kind of a turnaround fake out and went back down. I don't know. We're just going to have to see what happens here. If we go back to this, you can see some of the same thing. There was no news around that point for this fake out. So you can see the halving, ETFs launched, Trump shot, Bitcoin 2024. You can see kind of these news tickers on here. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Comment below what you guys think. What are your plans? What are you doing right now? are you kind of just waiting? You know, it's a bit stressful going up and down and staring at these charts all day. That's for sure. That's why I haven't been trying to make daily videos on it, because, I mean, my predictions still have not changed from the very beginning. Basically, we're going to chop around for a while, and then, as I said, once we get around this September, October date, I think we're going to start flying back up. So we'll see what happens. We've been kind of following this 4-year having cycle. If I go to the monthly here and kind of just zoom out a bit, I'll show you. We've been kind of following this 4-year cycle for quite some time now, so I have no reason to believe that this won't happen again. But if I scroll down, you can see these same windows that have been holding true for a while, right? And I don't think that these are going to break down at all. I still think we're going to see a nice big spike. I don't know, maybe around 200K, who knows? Maybe this will get cut off short. Maybe we will, maybe it'll be January this next year that we're going to see a top, and maybe we won't get back above it. I know usually December and January are very, very strong. So if you have been really worried about this, maybe you should start taking some profits at the end of this year after the election, and who knows what's going to happen with the election. Kamala Harris has still not said any of her opinions on Bitcoin, so we'll just have to see what happens here. It looks like we might break this channel. Yeah, I think we might break this channel. If we do break it, I think we are going to come all the way down here. So I don't know. If we break out of this channel, I might try to short. I don't know, because I would probably try to buy. I mean, it's only 1%, so you're not going to get much out of this. You at least get a 6%. That's a nice little profit. But if you're trying to short here and get into just this 2%, I don't think it's worth it. I don't know that it'll bounce off this blue line again, but it might. We'll have to see what happens. Only you know, someone who's psychic or can tell the future will be able to tell you that. But anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to sign up for any exchanges, I have links below. If you want to join my Discord and hang out and chat with people, feel free to do that. And that's going to be it for the video. Again, if you enjoyed it, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Good luck in the markets, and just stay calm. Now would probably be a poor time to lock in your losses if you are at a loss right now. I think this would be a bad time to lock in a loss. Now, if you do continue to go, you're going to lose a little bit more, but most likely we're going to see a bounce off one of these resistance lines back up. And if you're trying to get out, maybe a better time to get out would be up here if you're still worried. But also, that probably will turn out to be a poor trade. Anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, everyone, and a great weekend. See you guys.